This is my third time doing a My Hero Academia waifu tier list. My very first My Hero Academia best girl tier list video had a record number of dislikes on it, which shocked me because I didn't know you guys were so defensive about your anime waifus. But thanks to YouTube, when removing that dislike button, nobody will know how many people I pissed off in that video. And nobody will know how many people I pissed off in this video. Because everything that I say in this video is gonna be factual. And if you disagree, you're wrong. Because in this video, I based these girls on writing, personality, enjoyability, design, and how much I want to smash them. Oh yeah, and this tier list is gonna be containing manga spoilers. So just keep that in mind while we go through this. Kami is a certified basic baddie, okay? She might have that little cute quirk of being a valley girl, but besides that, she's just any old girl. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That hero costume be doing wonders for her. Be showing off the curves, the tiggle bitties, hell be making that ass look fat enough for children to pinch it. Alright, look, I promise I'm not saying all this just because I'm horny. It's just that the only reason that I remember her is because of Rule 34. I see more Rule 34 art of Kami than of just art of her in general. I mean, her quirk is cool. She's basically Mysterio with it. But besides being Rule 34 bait, who cares about her? C tier. Up next, we have Hagakre, whose only character trait is being invisible. Like, honestly, who cares about Hagakre? I don't even care enough to say her name right. I almost cared about Hagakre when Horikoshi trolled us by making her the UA traitor, but that got taken away from her. D tier. Oh, Miss Joke, you're an absolute joke. And I'm not talking about the funny one. Just look at her, no drip whatsoever. Her drip is as wet and as moisturized as Kevin Durant's ankles. And those clown pants, they're not doing you any favors. If Sora could make these clown pants work, then what in the hell made you think that you could? There's a reason why Aizawa always turns her down. She seems like she has a nice personality, which is a plus, and she's funny, which is rare to find in a girl, but that doesn't bring you up any higher. C tier. Mirko, our black and or Hispanic bunny waifu. Top tier waifu right here. Mirko is peak female. Veiny biceps, massive fun balloons, and sweaty thick thighs that can just crush a watermelon with ease. But even besides her look, she's a very cool character and she's very likable. Mirko sticks out from the other females in My Hero Academia because she gives off a very, very different vibe that just says that I am special. I am that bitch. Plus, she has a very cool fight in the manga. Please, season 6, do not fuck this up. Whenever someone mugs off the mutant type quirks, Mirko is there to pull the weight for the rest of them. A simple quirk that gives you the traits of a rabbit shouldn't look this badass and powerful, but Mirko does it. There's a reason why she's a top 5 hero. Well, I mean, not anymore. She got bodied and put on that shelf right next to Overhaul, which could bring her down a couple tiers since we don't really know much about her and we haven't had her for that long. But she did leave a memorable mark for the little screen time that she had. Plus, this is my list, so fuck off. S tier. If someone asked you who was best girl in MHA and you didn't feel like being pelted by bricks, you would say Uraka because she is the safe choice. Uraka is not bad, far from it, but if you want an easy answer for best girl, you would say Uraka. She has one of the better costumes in My Hero Academia. Just look how visually pleasing it is to look at. But I'm not surprised that her suit is so drippy. It was made by the same person who made Boku Goat's costume. Uraka is a very likable character and is one of the better written characters in My Hero, especially when it comes to her in the manga. She has definitely grown on me since her initial introduction in the series up until now where we're at in the manga and even in the anime. Plus, she's a pretty cute character. She might not be thick like Mirko, but she has that girl next door look. She's definitely going in the S tier. Up next, we got Arie, who is absolutely precious. We gotta protect her. She has a heartbreaking story. OP quirk. I really like her quote. She must be protected. She is the first inductee into the protect tier. Star and Stripe, a pretty fucking long name, is Mirko on steroids. Listen, I don't mind chopping that tree down. Mirko's fight saw her trying to stop the awakening of the literal weapon of mass destruction that is Shigaraki. Stars and Stripes got to fight the demon. For the short time she was on screen, she really made an impact. She had a cool fight, she had a pretty likable personality, and she had a quirk that was so overpowered that it shivered the timbers of All for One. Mirko might have gotten away from being put into a pack, but Shigaraki is smoking on that red, white, and blue pack. She's going straight to the Shadow Realm. Hey yo, call me Peter Quill because I'm falling in love with a colored girl. Wait, no. Alright, look, Curious having blue skin is not gonna stop me from smashing her. But what will stop me from smashing her is that she is now a puddle of blood on the pavement, getting sent straight to the Shadow Realm. Momo is a banger of a waifu. Momo has a banger personality. Smart girls are top tier, and she's one of the better written females in all of My Hero Academia. Actually, one of the better written characters in My Hero Academia. I really like Momo's personality and how she interacts with all the characters. She could have easily just been that stuck-up, rich, smart girl that nobody likes, but nah, she's completely different and she is really enjoyable. And throughout the story, we see Momo develop from having very low self-confidence to being a locker room general and coming in clutch all the time. And the reason why she comes in clutch so much is because of that creation quirk, which I don't need to explain it. The best quirk to have in real life, one of the best quirks in this series, and honestly, all this put together, Momo is an S tier waifu. Up next, we have Ryukyu, who's very, very underutilized, and I would love to see more of her. She has a very cool personality, and she is an absolute baddie, but she is lacking screen time. It's too bad that her only appearance in season 5 was in a filler episode that already made that horrible season even worse. And what made that filler episode even worse is that we didn't even get to see her in a fucking swimsuit. Like, Studio Bones, how did you fumble that bag so hard? But we can all admit she has a banger of a quirk that allows her to turn into the blue eyes white waifu. I still don't understand the dragon boobs. Feels like they were trying to awaken the furry within me. C tier. Fuyumi is a queen. She is the perfect waifu. She is very sweet, she cooks, she cleans, and she doesn't even have to be super sexualized to be sexy. She's definitely got the fun balloons and the glasses and that smile while she was wearing that turtleneck in that episode. That white hair is not gonna be the only thing white on you. She does lose points for having little screen time, but I'm willing to look past that because Fuyumi is a top tier waifu in My Hero. And the best of all is that she is a teacher like, sheesh, keep me after class, Miss Todoroki. B tier. Alright, look, usually I'm not into the crazy girls, but I'm gonna let it slide for Toga. What you call a crazy girl is just a girl who needs a hug, and I'm willing to give it to her. One of the reasons I rate Toga so high is because of her writing is so damn good. Arguably top 10 best written characters in My Hero Academia. Seeing her past and how she was raised honestly makes me feel really bad for her, and I hope by the end of the series she gets redeemed. Extra points for Toga for being a good representative of Yami Kawaii culture in Japan, and extra points for making me want to consider getting into yanderes. All around, Toga is a pretty cute character. The dark circles around her eye, I know they're from lack of sleep, but godly, they just make her even better looking. And don't get me started on when her hair is down. She can suck the blood out of me anytime. She can suck something else, if you know what I mean. What that tongue do? Toga is an all-around great character, and even more extra points to Toga's walk having a stranglehold on the anime TikTok community. S tier. Mama Midoriya was a baddie when she was younger. You can't really say that about her now. But what she lacks in looks, she definitely makes up for in being a great mother. Look, it's a difficult situation here. I can't rank her too high, but I can't rank her too low. So I'm just gonna throw her in the B tier. Alright, look, Kendo is cute, but she's not super interesting. Like, let's be honest, she is nobody's favorite character. She is nobody's favorite waifu. Like, Kendo comes in, she does her job, and she leaves. She's a good worker, but she's definitely gonna be on that list when it comes to budget cuts. C tier. Alright, look, listen, I like Jiro, I really do, but her drip is non-existent. Her haircut looks like it was done by Stevie Wonder, but even after all that, I'd still smash. Jiro definitely fits the bill of girl best friend. Like, she has a very cool personality. She's definitely someone I'd want by my side. She is someone that will make me look less cool if I were to hang out with her. Like, who wouldn't want to hang out with Jiro? She has a hidden singing ability, and that song that she sung in season 4 was an absolute banger. What brings Jiro down a bit is that she really hasn't had that much development and she really hasn't had that much screen time. But on the rare occasion when she is allowed to get on screen, she doesn't waste it. She definitely looks cool every time she's allowed on screen. Like, how can you dislike Jiro? She is definitely an A tier waifu. Alright, look, I have nothing on short girls. I like them, but there's gotta be a limit for how short a girl can be. Like, imagine you're walking down the street with La Brava and you give her a kiss on the lips. To you, you didn't do anything wrong, but to that police officer across the street, you looking to have a nice room in prison. Now look, I know La Brava is 21 years old. She is technically a legal dwarf, but with those double pigtails, I'm not taking a risk. She's going in the bait tier. How in the world do you follow up the introduction of Mirko? Easy, you do it again, but just as cool. Nagant's introduction made her one of the coolest characters in the entirety of My Hero Academia. Visually, Nagant is very good to look at, and she's not even that sexualized. All she has is some massive fun balloons. It's the community that sexualizes her a lot. Her rifle quirk is one of the more unique quirks in the entire series and a personal favorite of mine. And the writing with Nagant is top tier. Her character shows off the darker sides of being a hero and hero society. All around, Nagant is just a very likable character. It's too bad Off One activated his Solid Snake C4 and but you know what? Fuck it, she's deserved it. S tier. Alright, look, I'm kinda indifferent on Mei Hatsumi. She has very cool eyes, they remind me of Power, and she has the massive fun balloons. But that mop hair, it's really not doing it. She got some fat ass dreadlocks on her head. But she is a very entertaining character when she is on screen. But I couldn't be around her for 24/7. She will absolutely drive me crazy. C tier. Up next, we got Mina Achido, who definitely stands out from the rest of the girls in MHA. Let's get this out of the way. She is pink, not black. Just because she can dance and isn't a traditional white doesn't mean she's black. But Mina definitely has a very enjoyable personality. Mina is a fantastic backup girl best friend if you can't get a hold of that Jiro. But smashing Mina is a different story. It has nothing to do with her color, alright? I didn't judge Curious based on the color of her skin. It would just be weird to smash Mina. And it doesn't matter what you show me. You couldn't convince me to smash Mina. Not even the hard push that Studio Bones gave Mina's ass in season 5 couldn't convince me to smash her. She's going in the B tier.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry.
I didn't know best character Boku Goat had this bombshell of a mom. Now I see why Bakugo is mad all the time. It's because everyone is always asking him,
nigga, where your mom at, nigga?
And I'm asking the same thing. We only got to appreciate her beauty for 30 seconds and we never saw her again, which is gonna bring her down from being a peak waifu. C tier. You know, in my past MHA waifu tier list videos, I had a running joke where I would always put Nana Shimura in the D tier for dead because it was the funniest thing I could come up with. Even though it wasn't that funny, I still used it. Hell, I used it twice in this video already, and you wanna know why? Because it's still fucking funny and you all know it. But do you wanna know what's not funny? Having to put peak dom female midnight here. God damn it. You're going straight to the Shadow Realm. Ah, lovable airhead Nejire. Like, how can you hate Nejire? She is really likable, even if she can be a bit annoying when she is just rambling, but you can't get mad at her. Nejire is really enjoyable, and I wish she had more screen time, especially since she was made this big deal being a part of the big 3. Now listen, Nejire was a baddie in the manga with the flat chest, but when the anime gave her that buff to the fun balloons, she got even better. I understand why Deku got shook when he saw her in that dress. She's going in the B tier. Burnin is hot, no pun intended. She's got thighs plump enough to use as pillows, and she is certainly not lacking in the fun balloon category. For the short time she was on screen, she was definitely a very entertaining character, having great dialogue with the other characters, especially Bakugo. Those two are a top tier dynamic duo. Just don't ship them together. Downside of Burnin, definitely has to be when you're hitting it from the back, you really can't pull on her hair. Unless you don't mind suffering 3rd-degree burns. C tier for Burnin. Up next, we have Recovery Girl. And look, I won't judge. Maybe if I concentrated really hard on regressing myself into a filthy hipster, I could understand why you would rate Recovery Girl so high as a wife. But all she did was heal Deku and everyone else with a kiss on the cheek. She's just a dried up, wrinkly old Mercy. D tier. Nana Shimura, we meet once again. Even with the reveal of her sweaty biceps and thighs that give Mirko a run for her money, I still have to do her dirty. I'm sorry, Nana. I can't rate you very high simply for the fact that I want you to crush my head with your thighs. You're getting the short end of the stick. And if any of you are curious, no, I'm not gonna count her living inside of Deku's head. She's technically still dead, alright? Deku's brain is just the gulag for One For All users. Nana going straight to the oh wait, we're not doing that. Shadow Realm. I know you all are gonna be fuming after this take. I'm glad YouTube took away that dislike button because I know you Suyu fans are gonna Detroit to smash that dislike button once you see where I put her. So let's go ahead and rip the band-aid right off. I don't see the appeal with Sue. I really don't. Even after what, 10 plus years with her, I don't see the appeal of her. All she is just a quirky frog girl, which could be cute, I guess. She has a likable personality, I'll give her that. But let's be honest, the only reason that you Suyu fans say that she is best girl is because of what that tongue can do. But she could be cool sometimes, I guess, but all she is just a quirky frog girl. C tier. Mount Lady has really grown on me. She used to be a jobber, but now she's moving up into main event territory. For one, Mount Lady is definitely entertaining. I mean, in her very first appearance, she's out here showing ass to the world after drop kicking a villain. Too bad we only see her in her hero costume because that hero costume is not doing it for me. That costume is only good for emphasizing that mountain size of an ass in those fun balloons. But other than that, it's just a very boring costume. Now, besides what she looks like, Mount Lady has some pretty good character writing. Now, even though Mount Lady hasn't been on screen for that long, she has had some pretty good development. She went from a hero who only cared about the fame and the glory and the riches, versus during the war arc, she becomes one of the heroes who embodies the phrase plus ultra. Mount Lady is an all-around good character, and when she gets more screen time, she'll definitely move up in the ranks, but she is definitely an A-tier waifu. Alright, what's good, y'all? I'm coming back in here post-editing. I'm gonna do you Suyu fans a favor. I'm gonna move her up to the top of C tier, but that's as far as she goes, okay? I do her dirty in all my tier lists, but for this one, I'm gonna be a little bit more fair to her. But that is it, the definitive My Hero Academia waifu tier list. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next video, baby.